Philip, in the meantime, more details are emerging, aren't they, of this call between Trump and Netanyahu?
Yeah, well, Donald Trump posted on Truth Social last night that he had what he termed a productive conversation with Benjamin Netanyahu, in which the Israeli Prime Minister said he would not be sending troops to Beirut, although this was never the plan. It was always bombing raids on Beirut. There was no plan for sending in Israeli ground forces into the Lebanese capital. And then there was a different version which appeared a few hours later on Axios, which was showing that this was a much more argumentative, violent phone call between Benjamin Netanyahu on one side and Donald Trump on the other. Trump reportedly calling Netanyahu crazy and accusing him of ingratitude. This is according to two unnamed US sources. Trump reportedly also saying that you'd be in prison if it weren't for me. I'm saving your backside, referring to Benjamin Netanyahu. Everybody hates you now. Everybody hates Israel because of this. Then we had this decision announced afterwards that there was going to be no hit on Beirut yesterday, on this southern suburb of Beirut. So it looks as though, as Noga was just saying, that there has been some impact on the Israeli Prime Minister, but on the ground, we've still seen these clashes between Hezbollah on one side and Israel on the other. So what Benjamin Netanyahu is going to do now remains to be seen, whether he's going to carry on with his push into Lebanon or not.
Well, let's bring back in Noga Tarnopolsky then. Bearing in mind what Philip just said there, Noga, where does this leave Netanyahu? I mean, does he listen to Trump or just ignore him?
Well, it leaves him between a hard place and a rock. Prime Minister Netanyahu has almost no foreign allies at this point. He has nowhere to turn. He can't turn to President Macron or to Prime Minister Starmer or even to the German Chancellor, who have been extremely critical of his management of this war. So he has only Donald Trump, and as a result, he's not in a position to say no. The criticism of him has been simply shattering. Yesterday, two former prime ministers, Yair Lapid and Naftali Bennett, both said, Lapid said that Israel has been turned into a complete vassal state, taking U.S. orders by Netanyahu. Naftali Bennett said that Prime Minister Netanyahu has relinquished Israeli sovereignty. These are very severe accusations. And I want to return to a specific line quoted by Philip Turle just now. It's where Donald Trump tells Netanyahu, I'm saving your behind, in less polite words. And this has been hugely impactful in Israel, because what Donald Trump is talking about is Prime Minister Netanyahu's ongoing trial for corruption, very serious charges leveled against him. He's been doing everything within his power to postpone the hearings, to push aside this trial, including lassoing Donald Trump into pushing for a pardon for Netanyahu, to get him off the trial, in fact. And when Donald Trump was quoted saying, you'd be in jail if it weren't for me, what Israeli political observers hear is that Prime Minister Netanyahu now has his hands tied and can no longer act on behalf of the state and the state's interest, because he needs Donald Trump to try and get him off trial.